it's like who do you know from the Ladies Evil tournament? You know Kiani, and Kiani is someone that people should know about because she is taking this game very seriously. So I support stuff like that. I would never label myself as a female gamer. I feel like females who take the game seriously don't label themselves as it, but males in the community are going to label you as a female gamer. Right. Like, everywhere I go, every single time I play, people are always like, oh, you're pretty good. You're almost on Kiani's level, or you're better than Kiani, or you're not as good, that type of thing. They're always going to compare us to other girls. Right. They're not really going to compare us to people like Justin and stuff like that. That's going to be kind of hard to compare to. So, I can kind of see, like, why that happens, where this female gamer name, like, occurred. I don't support it, but, it is what it is for now because we're still the minority, so they're going to label us as female gamers. Right. But until then, once more females get in, people would just call us gamers. Like, it wouldn't be rare to see a female, and they're just like, oh, she's just a gamer.
Right. Just out of curiosity, has there ever been an all-female StarCraft tournament or anything like that?
There are.
There are?
There are actually quite a bit.
Okay.
Yeah. There's also a StarCraft 2 group, girls group, that I'm a part of on Facebook. I'm not really that active, but I am part of it. And I think, I personally don't join the female tournaments. When I practice, I play against, like, male, if I have to say male, like just pros, and I try to get better. But I don't think there's anything wrong or really right. I think that no matter what, people have different pathways. If you're more comfortable with doing it that way, if you need your, like they're saying, like a, safe haven or little, you need your space, then that's fine. You might be more shy, and you might not be able to take it or have such thick skin. And if that's what you need, then I think that we should just respect it. I don't think we should see it so much as like male, female. I think, in life, you're not gonna, if your friend told you, like friend A told you, when you speak to me like this, or like when you say that, it's really offensive and hurtful to me. You're not gonna, and so like, okay, person A, even though my friend B can take it, I shouldn't speak this way to person A, I think we should just respect people as individuals. So if they happen to be female and they need that comfort, then I think that I don't know why you should really condone them or like for needing that. Because if I know like some topic was sensitive with one of my friends, I probably wouldn't try to be courteous and probably wouldn't want to bring that up around them, right? I'd probably kind of watch myself. But I know with these group of friends, like I can totally say it, like no problem, they don't get butthurt. But I'm not going to say like, why do you get so butthurt? What's wrong with you? You need to fix it. And just like, if I really care, then that's what you need to do. You should just treat people like with respect.
Yeah, and there's another thing that hang on a second. There's another thing that Persia mentions here in the email that she sent me that I kind of want to talk about, is that sexism can come in many forms, not just obvious ones where you go around and say, go make me a sandwich or whatever like that, right? So one of the things that she talked about that she actually dislikes a lot is, she'll be waiting in line at Evo, in the bring your own console area where a bunch of people play casuals, and she'll be watching someone play using their main Marvel team, for like matches in a row, and then as soon as she gets up there, all of a sudden they switch to like some completely secondary team that they're completely ass at or whatever like that, because they just don't take the girls seriously, So, sexism that's almost kind of like a accidental sexism, and that's another thing that I think us as players we need to start moving on from and such. So do you have anything to say about that, Monique?
Actually, the thing that's funny is that I can speak for this, even though not for fighting game, but for StarCraft, like if I'm practicing, then like people will have their main race, right? There's 3 races: Protoss, Terran, and Zerg. And then if I practice, a lot of them will just off race. They won't main race me because I'm not as good, right? So I kind of think that that's how she feels. So there's one person I recently interviewed for something. It's not released yet, but I interviewed him, and he's a Korean player. And it was the first time I met him. It was over Skype, and I had a translator. And he was like, okay, let's just play. After our interview was done, we played. And he's actually a Zerg player. So it was actually on my stream. So I'm not making fun of him at all. I adore him. He's the best. And it was on my stream and live. And he's like, I'll play her Protoss, like, why would I play my Zerg? And then I beat him, like, with his off race. And the translator was saying, like, he was like, wow, what, she can micro, like, what is this? And he was like so shocked. And then I was like, I played as main actor and then I lost. But I think, like, of course I lost. But I think I can relate in that sense. But I think it's up to the girl to be, maybe for her it's more offensive because she's in that, she's in a tournament, or I assume she's in a tournament.
Even casual.
Okay, even casual. Well. So it's how you take it. I could be offended, like, hey, how come you have to play my off race first? But then I got my little revenge, like, see, I beat you. Like, I'm not that bad. I could be your off race. You have to play your main. So, yeah, I could see it's offensive, but I just try to make it more like why am I gonna get mad and like have that grudge and just whatever,
Right. I'm actually curious what Monique has to say about this.
Can we put the camera on the person?
No problem.
On the right person over here? Because
Here we go.
What's up?
because the real offender over here, I remember someone came to Wednesday Night Fights and someone, we'll just call him Shmavid. All right, Shmavid. Right, no. So David comes in and you play Honda.
Although okay, but anyway, go on.
Huh? We're talking about Super Turbo.
Super Turbo.
Okay. You know what? You definitely did not go with your main against a girl who was playing.
That's true.
So you played her, you lost, and Paul asked you, why didn't you go with your main?
Indeed.
And you said, I didn't know she was any good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and that's the same thing. And she's,
Yeah.
which is actually for me really surprising because she's consistently playing there.
I've never seen her before. Now I always pick Honda against her, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I can't apologize. I mean, that's
right. Exactly.
That's definitely something that I did.
I actually don't understand why people do that because you would think you would approach it. I mean, personally, I would approach it in this. If you think it's going to be so easy and so quick, just get it over with so you can move on to the next match. I mean, just try to, do your best. I'm saying this because when I used to play Tekken, I played Ling, and my husband, who is a horrible human being, played Steve Fox. And if you guys know anything about Tekken 5, Steve Fox, oh my God, I've never cussed so much in my life. I mean, I slammed down and I just looked at him and I said, fuck you and fuck your bullshit character. And then I just walked out of the arcade. So, I mean, people should really not be afraid to just go all out against anybody they play against.
Yeah, so I recently played Trisha in tournament. Last week, we happened to get matched up first round. And although I have a hilarious main because it's Dan, and people thought that I was messing around, that's actually my main character. And it is in fact my main character. And so I learned my lesson.
I actually have a theory about why males will actually use like an off race or alternate character. Mainly, it's for them. Also, it's like a safety net. Oh, I didn't lose to you with my main person. That's any my excuse, I didn't get, beat by a girl. Because ultimately, what is the biggest disgrace in the gaming community? To lose to a girl. It's still very huge. You could lose to Ricky Ortiz, and someone's like, oh, you lost to a fag. He's like, but still, he's a guy. He's Ricky Ortiz. He's really good, Right. But if you lose to a girl, no matter how good she is, like even with Kayani, how she's like basically French national champion, like in Soul Calibur, I think it was 3 or 4. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure none of the French guys. Two, okay. None of the French guys would have liked to lose to her. They would rather lose to somebody else because there's something very basically. I mean, I could say you're basically castrating the person, the guy, when you beat them with their main. Really, think about it, because you put up all this time and stuff to train up and stuff, and then all of a sudden, randomly, a girl comes and beats you, But if you play your off character, hey, I got my excuse. I don't need to worry. Hey, she didn't beat my, main character.
Right.
Yeah. So when I had to play Sherry in tournament at Wednesday Night Fights, I went right to Dan, right? Like that was my main character, and I don't know if you thought it was a joke, but that's my main character.
No, I knew you made him.
Yeah,
so.
and you beat me. So.
Yeah, it happens.
Yep. It happens. So what do you have to say? Like, I guess like there's a possibility that like people could just think that a player is bad, not necessarily. Like maybe there are instances where somebody could think that a player is bad having never seen them play, and that player is a woman, and it gets misinterpreted. This is a message from Ski Sonic, who wants to ask this question. So.
I'm not really clear about that question.
Oh, let me
Wasn't
just
it
rephrase it then. We like players pick different characters against anybody that they think might suck.
Yeah.
And if you've never seen a player play and that player is a woman, is there like would you be angry because you think that the player is picking his bad character because you're a woman, or would you just think it's because he thinks that you suck?
Well, I'd say from the FGC, it's probably both, because if you're a woman, you automatically suck. So, when that does happen, it does like, I'm like, man, I can't wait to body this motherfucker right here. But, to me, that's like motivation. It's like, that situation is going to happen because I've experienced it so many times. And it's just like, it's something you don't want to happen. Like, you don't want to lose to this guy who chose the secondary, right? So you're like, man, I gotta body this fool. Like, I gotta do something. I gotta stand up for myself. Prove to other people that I am here to do what I'm here to do. I'm here to body motherfuckers, right? So when that does happen, if I lose, it's very disheartening because I'm like, man, like he discredited me, and I kind of proved his point where I'm actually not that good because he beat me with a secondary. But what you gotta do is come back from that. And like, no, I'm not gonna let that happen again. I'm gonna practice harder, and then I'm gonna beat him and keep destroying him until he's like, because even though you're destroying a person's secondary, they are going to get mad. Like, if you beat them once, they'll be like, oh, I was choosing my secondary. They're going to make excuses for themselves, right? But if you keep beating them over and over again, you can see them get mad. And that makes me feel so good. Like, you can see them getting angry, and they're like, man, I'm losing. And they start sighing, they start grunting. And I'm like, yo, choose your main. Just do it. And then, like, they'll go to their main, and then that's when you body them again. And then they'll be like, okay, I can't beat this girl. It's something that's very, like, satisfying to me to do. But, of course, you can't just go in and just beat people. You have to practice, which is a big motivator point. I don't know, whatever crap. It just motivates me to practice against situations like that.
Cool.
I want to jump into a point about it. Like, a girl beating a guy is... Why is it so bad? We can see this even the fighting game community. Okay, when Ricky beats a guy, no pictures are drawn, right? When Kyle Police beats someone, like beats Killer Kai, pictures are drawn. That's how you know how bad it is to lose to a girl or someone who identifies, presents as female. That's how you know it's bad.
Yeah.